Hey, I'm Life Coach Ray, and today I am so excited to show you all my newest project, I should say. We've all had our privacy stolen or hacked or know someone that's been the victim of being privacy hacked or attacked, I should say, and at some point of another, and this seems to be uh everyday thing when you turn on the news, I should say, or read the newspaper, or look at it online or something, I should say. And it's time we put a stop to this, I should say. And my idea of putting a stop to things is actually um, by giving the users back control of their own data. We shouldn't let any central entity control anything, I should say. And this new DApp here that I created around my library, I should say, is actually going to be amazing, I should say. Um, but the main thing here is the library, I should say, which is a tool for developers to use. And we'll get right into it, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and open up the nav bar and show you what we're going to be doing today. We're going to go over the feature project, GitHub. The GitHub is going to show the library, GitHub, I should say. And we're going to look at a few testimonials of a few people that tried it, I should say, or worked with me in the past as well. Um, and we're going to go to the About section next and talk about me, I should say, a little bit, and then look at the portfolio, I should say. So let's dive right into this, I should say. Um, Scroll right on down. And if you want to go to the website here and follow along, feel free to pause the video right here and go to for labs.42web.io. Labs.42web.io. You can go right there to that website and follow along if you want to. All right. Let's go right into it. I'm a software engineer. I specialize in all type of software and anything from APIs to websites to blockchains and databases. And today's concern is privacy when storing data on the blockchain, I should say. So we're gonna go ahead and look right here um, and look at the DAP, I should say. Sorry, I'm a bad director, but I'm just so excited. I just wanted to be the director today, I should say. Directing things. So, um, but it's kind of add to the excitement of things too, I should say. And for the demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and open up the dev tools here, I should say, on the side. You don't have to do that, I should say, but I am just to demonstrate things work and everything. As you can see, no critical errors, I should say. Everything's checked out. All right. Privacy storage DAP. The purpose of this DAP here is to prove that the library that we're about to go over in a few moments actually works, I should say. And we'll also look at the smart contract for the privacy storage DAP here, I should say. So we'll go ahead and connect to MetaMask by clicking that button. When you connect to MetaMask, your wallet address pops up in the console log. All right. And we'll go ahead and choose a file, I should say. We'll choose any, mini, money, mo. Generally, for this application, we're going to go ahead and choose a QR code, I should say. I like green, so let me find the green one. Actually, these QR codes are generated from my QR code generator that will be out at a later date. There, my green one. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and enter in a custom salt. And for demonstration purposes, we're going to go ahead and use QR code for the custom salt. All right. And we'll go ahead and click on Store Data. And MetaMask will pop up. All right. You pay your gas fees on the Matic network. Gas is little to nothing. Watch the console log. Data stored successfully. Confirmation on the blockchain. We'll click on that. And we'll come back to that. And this is how you view your transaction on the blockchain, by the way. Checked out success. Let's go back to the app. Now, we want to read our data. We want to retrieve our data. So we'll put in our custom salt that we put in. And it is case sensitive, by the way. So if you use a capital letter anywhere, I should say, you must remember your capital letter, I should say. This DApp actually does have its own website, by the way. You can pause the video right there if you want to go straight to the DApp without going through the intro website, I should say. Let's go ahead and put in our customized salt, QR code. All right, and we'll push retrieve data. Walla bing, walla boom. The data hash has been presented as proof that the library works. Let's close all of this out here. And let's go back a few tabs. One tab. Let's go on down here. Scroll on down to the next section. Tell a little bit about myself before we go into the smart contract there. I should say, I'm a certified life coach and software engineer. I'm deeply passionate about empowering individuals while building robust digital solutions, I should say. And I have over 75 NFTs and 3 tokens on the mainnet, I should say. And my commitment to the blockchain and to this ecosystem is something I can't even say, I should say. It's just out of this world, I should say. So, basically what I have here, I cultivated a repertoire of over 100 GitHub repositories, and to showcase a dedication to innovation and technology. And you know what? My journey, it actually blends the realms of coaching and engineering, fostering environments where privacy and security thrives. So, let's dive into my world of this solidified privacy solutions a little bit. And we're going to leverage custom salts and meticulous data storage, I should say, using the Merkle tree, I should say. And we're going to do this all within the ethos of user empowerment and confidentiality, I should say. So let's check out the proof of work here. This is actually going to show you the smart contract for the application that we just got through working on. And then we'll go to the library, the GitHub next. For this, I should say, it comes with some instructions. You're free to come check out the instructions, tell you how to deploy the contract step by step, how to interact with it, retrieve data, obtaining data hashes and everything. All right, but we're going to dive right into the smart contract here, I should say. And for the application, we just got through viewing. It's called Privacy Storage DApp, I should say. Um, and it has a strut, the root to the Merkle tree. The Merkle tree root, it helps maintain the data integrity. Has two mappings, I should say. User data by hash and the user salt hashes. And this is how they store the data hashes and the data salts, I should say, together. Has It has one event that's triggered whenever data is stored, I should say. Let's get to the function here. The function here is store data. The user puts in the data and the salt, just like we did there at the application. All right, and it's going to check and make sure you have some data or salt in there, I should say. And then if not, it will say it's empty, pretty much. It will calculate the hash of the data combined with the salt. So we take the salt and the data hash and we'll ABI encode it and make it the data hash pretty much, I should say. Then we'll update the Merkle tree with the data hash, all right, and we'll take the data hash and the storage instance root, I should say. I'm sorry, I skipped that part up here about the storage instance. This actually is an instance of the privacy storage data storage, I should say. So it will take an instance of that root along with the data hash and ABI encode that, I should say, and then make that a storage instance root on the Merkle tree. All right, and here's where we update the hashes and the data and the data hashes and the salt on the Merkle tree using these functions here. Then it will emit the event. All right. And you know, one thing I love about Solidity is that it's already hashing things up on the blockchain anyway. So it's just like added security layer by using these functions coming directly from the privacy library, which we're about to go to, I should say. And a function to retrieve the data here. All right, this function, you can only retrieve data if you with the address and the salt. And you notice when we were on that the application, we didn't even put in the address part here, I should say. That was done internally on the front end part, and then so all the user was able to have had to do was put in the salt, I should say. And this function is a README function, a view function. All right, and basically when they put in their salt and the address, it will go and look up the data hash. It's pretty much, it will match the salt with the instance and look it up pretty much. And it will check to make sure you even have a hash. If you don't have a hash, it will come back and say you don't have a hash. All right. Then this is where it will return everything back to you. All right. And I have here on this smart contract an optional function, I should say. This is the optional function on the library as well, I should say. I don't use it, but you can use it. It's to get the user's data hashes, I should say. So maybe you want to get the data hashes. Maybe they want their data hashes. This is a view function for that reason as well, let's just say. And I just thought it would be a good optional function to have for developers if they want to use it on their protocols or things like that, I should say. And basically, it looks up that you have to have your salt and the address to make it work, and it goes and looks up the salt and according to the address and returns the hashes pretty much. All right. And the library looks a lot like this, I should say. And you're gonna say, ain't that the same contract? No. But Yeah, but just like I said from the get go, I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep this simple and to the point, but at the same time, I wanted to look out for the user's privacy while they're storing the data on the blockchain. And I think that this library we're about to go to, it definitely will help out things, I should say. So let's go back here. More proof of work. Let's open up the tab here. All right, and go to the GitHub repository here. And the library here is the main showcase, I should say. This is the main meat of the bone what I'm presenting to you all today. Developers, users, anyone here. This library here is a privacy storage library, and it's what the application that we've been talking about is built around, I should say. And you can build many, 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 and much, much more different things using this library here. Anything from NFT marketplaces to medical storage applications to just anything, I should say, a login page, contact forms, whatever, I should say. Um, Now, the library does have a code of conduct, contributor's guide, I should say, maintainer's guide, I should say, a read me first, and a security policy for you to free to use and free to come contribute to, I should say. Um, and the purpose of this library has three main purposes, I should say. The first and main purpose is for privacy, I should say. Um, we want to enable users to store and retrieve the data, I should say, in a manner that's resistant to pre-computed hash attacks. And this is going to be done by utilizing custom salts, I should say. This is like the top tier thing that I'm throwing in custom because I looked at a lot of storage um, things, and I couldn't find any that allow the users to make up their own custom salts for randomness, I should say. And they can't get no more random than everybody just randomly using a salt. It could be a file name, it could be an actual password, I should say. It can be just something random, I should say. But the second purpose here is for data integrity. I should say we want to maintain the integrity of stored data using the Merkle tree root to ensure that your data is tamper resistant, I should say. And we're going to allow customization to associate your data with a unique custom sort. And this is going to add security, just like I was saying, I should say. So let's dive into the smart contract here, and we'll go over the rest, the components and things like that, I should say. Privacy, that's soul. All right. So the library is a lot like the DApp there, I should say. It says 0.5.8, but it's been tested and compiled all the way up to 8.23, I should say. Passed 100% on the Soul Hint static review, and it's going up for code review as we speak, I should say. Um, so the library is called Privacy Storage Library. This is for developers, users, anyone to use, add to your protocol. Just as I said, I should say, has a strut here with strut the root. We're gonna go ahead and strut the root. This root is to maintain integrity, the data integrity. The two mappings, a data get user data by hash and a user salt hashes, and these is where you're gonna store the data in the salt, I should say. It has an event, I should say, that's triggered once the data is stored, and then we got a function to store the data with salt, I should say. And this library is already ready ready for you to use within your applications, just as I demonstrated. Calculate the hash of the data combined with the salt, just like in the application. Takes the data hash and the root, ABI encoded, and put it on the Merkle tree. Then it updates everything and emits the data stored. Next function, retrieve data with salt. It allows you to put in your address and your salt. Public view function. Retrieve data hashes associated with the user and their salt. Then it will go ahead and update the data hashes here. All right, and retrieve them for you. And then you can get your data hash also down here by calling get user data hashes with salt. All right, and you put in the user address and the salt. All right, and also so this is the privacy storage library I'm presenting to you all. I hope you like it. Let's go back to the main thing. I hope you really like that, I should say. I hope you can use it, I should say. I hope it's actually take you far in your development as well, I should say. And I want you to know that I'm here for you no matter what, I should say, through everything. You can reach out to me if you need to. These are some other services that I offer. I offer website development, I should say, blockchain engineering. I provide blockchain services, anything from NFT creation, token development, or just creating a core blockchain in its whole self. API specialist, I should say, and a security specialist, I should say. Some of my portfolios here: web designing, websites. I build out websites as well, I should say. Blockchains, as mentioned before, I should say. API designing, as also mentioned before. And if you want to work with me, you can always feel free to contact and hire me. This is the email address. Any spam emails will be automatically deleted or not answered at all. So don't even try it. But go ahead and email me if you have any questions, concerns, anything like that. This is some of my blogs I write about, some articles, and things like that. Some of my previous projects, some current projects that we're working on right now is Dexcoin One Factory. You can read about it right here on the website that we're on now, I should say, labs.42web.io. labs.42web.io. You can pause the video right here if you need to, or rewind it, I should say. Another one is the decentralization problem, I should say. This is where we address the decentralization, the problem of decentralization on DeFi, I should say. Is DeFi centralized or decentralized, I should say? And you can find that out by reading this article here, I should say. Here's where some past people worked with me, tested the project out, tested the app out themselves. They gave their testimonies about it. You can come check out what others have to say about things as well, I should say. And if you have any questions, concerns, I'm Life Coach Ray. I want to thank you right now, personally, for allowing me to take a moment of your time to show you my new project. I'm so excited. I hope it's useful for you. I hope you could take the library and use it and build out something amazing with it, I should say. I'm Life Coach Ray once again. God has a message for you. Goodbye.